slow down anyways. Well, I bet you make 'em to every last dime with that scam.
Now we're going to start getting into action steps. Creating a mission statement. Okay, so this goes back to, like I said, the things you want to do. And here are some questions that you can ask yourself in a mission statement. Your values. So the things that are truly you. Okay, so some of my values are kindness, self-reliance, appreciation, ambition, motivation, confidence, and happiness. And those are some of the things that I want to stay true to myself with. So yeah, what I believe in, God and the universe will do everything for me, and I can be on top of the world if I know it. I believe in being a blessing, and it makes me and the world a better place. And I believe in standing up for myself and what I believe in. Who's inspired me? And I have a few people, but okay, I'm going to start with Nikki Philippi. She did something last year called How to Be Happy January, and that really inspired me. So I hope this video and this little workshop inspires you as well. But some of her values and what makes her her is happiness, spirituality, the things that I want to, the things that I love about her that I know are in me as well, the things that resonate with me about her. Happiness, spirituality, health, creative, loving, exciting, successful, family, God, and growing. And those are all things that she encompasses that I know are deep down in my heart as well. And yeah, so that's somebody that inspires me. I have a ton more people, but that's a good one just because you guys probably know who she is. Big events that impacted my life. You know what? I'll just talk about one. And that was, which one do I want to talk about? Rehab. That's, for me, I think that's the one that's most inspiring for people. Maybe, I don't know, but things that have impacted my life. So rehab's one of those, and I just listed some of the things I've learned. I learned about God and spirituality, addiction, confidence, the dynamics of a relationship, strength, affirmations and why they're important, values and discipline. And affirmations and gratefulness, gratitude go hand in hand. And, you know, those affirmations are the things you're telling yourself up there. So, yeah. Oh, I have like a ton of things that have impacted my life. But, you know, don't just write down one thing. Do as many as you feel necessary. Another question for the mission statement, and I got this online, all these questions. I'm at my best when I'm ... happy, making progress, organized, grateful, confident, creative, and those are all the things that go back to my values. So if you're having problems with figuring out what your values are, go to that list and, you know, list out when you're at your best, and you'll start to notice, it'll start to become clear who you are as a person and your values.
And we'll all slow down anyways. Well, I bet you make 'em to get.
And there is a podcast on the podcast, right? And it is, so I talked about Yvette Bolin and I Heart Life. That's a really good one, but there's also another one. Well, there's like a ton, but Take Control of Your Career and Your Life with Marcus Buckingham. And that was an Oprah life class. And he talks a lot about listing down when you're at your best and when you're at your worst and the things you love to do, and figuring out how to do more of the things that you love to do in everyday life. And that's a really good podcast, so I really recommend to check that out. And okay, so when I'm at my best, when I'm at my worst, when I'm sick, when I'm sad, when I'm tending to rush, when I'm ungrateful, when I'm wasting time, what I'd like to improve, balance, relationships, my blog, and my channel, what I'd like to share, blessings, my story, thoughts, joy, my time and money, and if I had unlimited time and resources, what would I do? And I have like 2 whole pages of the things that I would do, so answer that. I'm not going to go into it just because, time. Okay, promise I'd make to myself. I promise to pray and be grateful every day, to keep my morals and character, to try my best and stay passionate. And that is the mission statement. And I also made one for my blog and my channel. And for me, they're both the same, but I've noticed that is my number one goal, is YouTube and Mind Body Beauty, and creating this empire. I mean, I hate to say it like that. That sounds so weird, but yeah, just doing this, what I love to do. And yeah, so let's see. So that's creating a mission statement. Thinking up 3 words about who you really are. And I borrowed this from the MMandL show, and I'll link that down below. Their 3 words exercise, and also affirmations and gratitude. So once you're learning exactly who you are, you can start creating goals.
Good news, will work is where all them plans. We both got fired on exactly the same day.
I started with a 5-year plan, and I didn't list out everything that, I didn't list it in bullet points. For me, it was really easy to start with, and I think this is really important, to pretend you're 5 years from now. So it's 2018, and I wrote a little story on where I am in my life, and I thought of myself being at that point and having accomplished everything that I've wanted. So I will just start reading some of it. I have a loving, happy, energizing home, well decorated and organized. I love having theme parties and get-togethers with my whole family and all of my friends. I have many loved ones who support me, and I'm excited to be married and pregnant. I have a lovely car, take plenty of vacations, and my animals have a great life. I've lost weight, and my doctor says I have never been healthier. So you want to think of a ton of different things, and some categories that you want to think about are, I have a ton of categories, but here's some really good ones. And there is another app. It's called Vision Board Pro. It's from the Making Mountains Move podcast, another podcast, and I've found this Vision Board Pro app from that podcast. And here is just some things you want to cover. Success, love, relationships, family, travel, friends, career, knowledge and education, health, wealth, and prosperity. And yeah, so there's that. After you've done your 5-year plan, and don't make it like I want to have X amount of money. It is important to be specific in things for the here and now, or for in the next year or so, but thinking 5 years down the road, you kind of want to be vague, because you don't know where life's going to take you in 5 years. You know what I mean? You know the general path you want to go, but yeah, I hope that makes sense. So get clear about what you want in life, and your health, your finances, your friends and your family, spiritually, career-wise, and educationally, and fun. Write down everything you want and see, and take a personality test. I mean, if it's something that really goes back to your career, if you're not really sure what you want to do in life, take a personality test, and figure out your goals and your dreams. And the reason for creating that mission statement at the beginning is to figure out what you really want and your goals. They go back to the values and the things you love to do and the things you hate to do.
And we're all on the